Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today it is the Jedi Hunters Squad Pack. We're going to be unboxing this pack. We're going to be putting these miniatures together. We'll show you everything that comes in here, different options for building your Inquisitors for Star Wars Shatterpoint. We got some alternate head sculpts, which is very cool, whether you prefer the animated look or the live action look. This is going to give us 4 dual era, well actually I guess triple era Inquisitors that can work in many games of Star Wars Shatterpoint. We've got the Grand Inquisitor, we have Reva, as you've seen in the Kenobi series, also the fourth sister, also from Kenobi, and the fifth brother. Both the Inquisitor and the fifth brother were both in Star Wars Rebels and in Kenobi, so we have head sculpts to match. We are still doing the big giveaway for a $50 Amazon gift card, so if you'd like to win a Shatterpoint expansion of your choice or put that towards something else, all you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. I want to hear some of your thoughts on the Inquisitors. Which one would you least like to get stuck in an elevator with? Let me know down in the comments section. We have lots and lots of cards in here. This is for all of those beautiful language variants. We've got lots of different language versions of each of these characters that are going to come in this particular pack. We also have our rules instructions are going to be here. There's going to be a link down in the description below. You can check out the rules builds as well as the the rules to the game, as well as the instructions on how you actually build these out. And there are our credits page for this unit. And let's go ahead and take a closer look. All right, we've got our sprue here and our bases. But first, I want to thank today's sponsor, Luxury Playstyle. They make amazing full metal tokens compatible with a lot of your favorite games. There are some really awesome Legion compatible tokens that have damage tokens that work exceedingly well for Star Wars Shatterpoint. These are all double-sided tokens, so you can have some amazing damage that really stands out on your tabletop. They are shiny, they are fully metal, and they're really gorgeous. If you use code Crabbok VIP, you're going to save 15% off your order. Orders of $35 or more while supplies last that use this code are going to get a free Crabbok lightsaber nunchuck token. This is an awesome multi-purpose token. It is also double-sided. It's got the blue and lightsaber nunchucks for the light side on top. It's got the dark side on the back with the 5. Makes for a great damage counter in intervals of 5. You can use this for your RPGs for light side versus dark side. If you want to use them for tokens like that, you can mark lots of different things as well, like the double point objective and all kinds of other things like that. So really great versatile token here. Head over to luxuryplaystyle.com. Check out all their other tokens compatible with lots of other your favorite games. Don't forget to use code Crabbok VIP. So we have our 4 bases here, which are pretty standard. You're going to get those in all of your expansions. You're going to get some bases. We've got our different Inquisitors here. We've got some different basing options here. We have, and they're typically all marked, B is going to be for one, A is going to be for another. We've got 2 different Inquisitor heads right there. Let me get this behind. That's going to make it a little easier to see, I think. Well, no, we've got a shadow there. There we go. There's our Inquisitor heads right there. So we've got a more cartoony one right there, and that's probably the one I'll go with. We've got some more heads over here, and we've got our different fifth brother options. I like that one too. I like the Star Wars Rebels appearance a little bit more than the Kenobi Disney Plus appearance, just because Star Wars Rebels is awesome and has been there for a while and has been one of my favorites for a long time. We've got a lot of more of these. We're going to put them all together, though. I don't know if I'm going to use all the extra little apparatus and things that show up on the bases, since I like to typically do my own bases. But I'm thinking of doing a different style of base with the Inquisitors than I did with everything else. So we'll have to see. I might change things up just a little bit. I don't know. Let's take a look at the cards. All right, so we have our Grand Inquisitor. He's a primary unit. He's got 8 squad points and 3 force points. 8 is appropriate since everybody else in this list is 4 point. So all your supports and your secondaries are going to be 4 each. Grand Inquisitor has some pretty cool stuff. He's got You know who we are. By the way, here are your 4 different activation cards. He is the only one that's going to have the little automatic ability. So at the start of this unit's activation, choose an allied Inquisitoria's secondary character or an allied supporting Inquisitoria's character. One character in this unit and in the chosen character may dash. So he gives out 2 dashes, which is really good. Secrets Uncovered is 2 force cost active ability. You get to choose an active objective within 5 that's controlled by the opposing player, and you get to remove their control token from it. So this will kind of reset something. This is really good if somebody basically beat one and then left it, or if you're opposing a one that's they've already taken and you're contesting it. By the way, he also can do that potentially for free if he gets enough attacks, which is really good. He's got the temple records are quite complete for a single force. When a character in this unit is targeted with a melee attack by an enemy force user, this unit may use this ability. They can flip its stance card, and the defender adds 2 dice to its defense roll. It's a may and then an and. So if you're already in your more defensive stance, you don't have to flip your card. So that's really nice. Force for 2 extra defense is really good. And clearly you were a poor student. When an allied Inquisitor wounds an enemy unit, after the effect is resolved, an allied Inquisitor character may heal twice. Then if the wounded unit was a force user, refresh to force. So they're very thematically anti-force user, right? So, which is cool because there's a lot of force users in this game. He is Force User, Galactic Empire, and Inquisitorius, 9 health, 3. He's got Gem So, which is going to have throwing his lightsaber, and then with the spinning lightsaber, 4 dice for throwing, so kind of a weak attack here, but it's okay because he might do this just to get repositioning. Even his first 3 are both really good. You got a double push if you get 3 successes. A single success gets you a push, which is awfully good. But if you can get more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if you can get all the way down, then you're getting a really strong attack. It's going to be hard to get to this point if you are just doing this as your regular attack. If you're focusing, maybe you'll get it. If you've got Vader also teamed up with this guy in the other squad, then maybe you can take some damage and then get there. And I think that's really and that's the synergy. Really, this is a unit, and the Inquisitors as a whole really want you to have that Vader, the Inquisitorius Vader versus Kenobi pack to complete the synergy with these units. On his other side, he's got Makashi, 7, a little more offensive here, 7 and 5 dice for the ranged attack for the throwing of the lightsaber. You don't require as many successes to make this, get all the way to the end. But you also have slightly less amazing stuff in this one. But a decent amount of damage. You got a triple damage right there on the 4th success, which is going to be pretty good. Let's take a look at Reva, our support. She's going to be 4 points. And she's 3rd sister, Reva. She has Call the Hunt. An active ability. Choose an allied Inquisitorius supporting character within 4. They may dash or make a 5 dice attack. That costs you 1 force. She's got Force Jump. And she's got Deflect, which are pretty standard abilities. Your fear betrays you for 1 force. When a character in this unit makes a melee as part of a combat action before the dice are rolled, it may use this ability. Remove 1 or more conditions from the defender and add 2 dice to the attack roll for each condition that was removed. This one is just great and actually can synergize with an awful lot of different stuff. So I like that one. Speaking of conditions, we can see what she can put out. She can put expose on people already, but she's really helping everybody else. Has gone and put conditions out there, and your other Inquisitors can do that as well. So she is going to push on the first attack, or on the first success, which is awfully good. If you get 3 or 4, you can push a whole lot more. You can do up to 3 pushes with her. No ranged attack with her. She's not throwing her lightsaber, and that's really going to be one of the problems that you run into with the Inquisitors. While they do have great synergy, they do really struggle at range because they're primarily all melee. She got 7 dice for melee, 4 for defense there, and 5 there. A single expertise for defense gives you 2, and then a single on here gives you a damage and a success. So pretty cool stuff for her Makashi. Nothing on her other side, of course. We've got some supports to take a look at. We'll take a look at Fifth Brother. Fifth Brother is also 4. Also going to be Force User, Galactic Empire, and Inquisitorius, just like everybody in here. He has Force Repulse, which is a really cool ability. Choose a character in this unit and push each other character within 2 distance away from it. This is really good. And 2 distance away from it is definitely enough to knock a lot of characters off of gantries and things like that. Of course, he has Force Push. He's got Enfeeble for Expose, which is really nice. When a character and another Inquisitorius unit makes an attack as part of a combat action before dice are rolled, and this is the important part, they may use the ability. If the targeted character is within 4 of this guy, he gets to put out an expose on them, which means their defense expertise will not be able to be rolled or used, which is awesome. Enfeeble is just, especially for this one, is just incredible. He also has Resolve. When he is contesting one or more active objectives, he's going to gain Protection and Steadfast. And the Inquisitorial Mandate, when determining control, if there's a tie, he breaks the tie, which is nuts. For his stance cards, or his card, he's just got the Makashi, which is going to be 7 melee, no ranged. And then he's got a pretty decent, or moderate at least, expertise, which is pretty good there. And he does the expose or the push on the first one. Now, when we look at Fourth Sister, she's also going to be 4 points. Also support. And I love that these are both unique supporting units, so you don't have to run generics for your support. You don't have to run any generics if you don't want to. And you're not going to be able to run both of these in the same squad because you'll have to make a choice. But if you have the Vader and Obi-Wan pack, you can take one of these and put them in that other one and then make your Inquisitorius unit out of that. Force Jump, of course, she's got Force Pull as opposed to Force Repulse. I mean, she's very, very similar to Fifth Brother, but Pull is letting you, with somebody within 3, and you're pulling them 2 towards the chosen allied character, which is really cool. It gives you it sets up the melee. While Force Repulse is more exciting from the Fifth Brother, I feel like Fourth Sister's Force Pull synergizes more with what Inquisitor builds are trying to do. She also has Enfeeble, but instead of giving them the exposed, she's going to give them the pinned condition. She also has Inquisitorial Mandate, which means she'll break ties, and she has Swift Retreat. If she gets wounded, then she gets to reposition. Her stance card is going to be about the same as Fifth Brother's. The main difference here is that she will put the weapon, the busted weapon, so you're not going to be able to use offensive expertise when you attack if you have that on you, as opposed to the exposed. Well, which is still pretty cool. Let's go ahead and put all of these together. All right, so starting off with our Grand Inquisitor. He is all assembled and is good to go. The cloak comes awfully close to the back leg right there. So when you're assembling him, just be careful, like be mindful of that. Sometimes it's hard to paint since he's got like a red on the interior of his cloak. It can be hard to get that red coverage really, really nice when you're trying to do the black on here, and the unit, like sometimes you get black smudges on the red and stuff. So the farther apart you can kind of make that, while also making sure that it connects to everything else. It will give you an easier time, I think, when you're painting it. So he looks pretty good. I did go with the animated larger head. Also with the animated larger head, I went with Fifth Brother and more of the larger animated style from Star Wars Rebels. And he is the only one without any like billowing, flowing bits of cloth. He's just a Hulk sitting there ready to break stuff. We have our other support here, the Fourth Sister. She is now these all did come, or a couple of these came with extra bits that you could build on the base, like moisture evaporators and kind of Tatooine moisture farming equipment and stuff that you could do, and then here's Reva. I didn't put her standing on anything either. I just put her on the base. I did kind of lean her up against that one rock right there. Kind of helps me anchor her in a little bit easier. But I'm going to do my own basing and fill all that out. I did have some extra pieces left on the sprue. I didn't want to use these, but I think it's cool that you had the option. This is a really cool little piece of something that's been sliced open by a lightsaber. Very cool stuff. I like that they give you some options. I thought that was pretty cool of them. And then I got some extra heads if I wanted to do anything else with that. So that's pretty cool. All right, that is going to do it for the Jedi Hunters squad pack. We are all done taking a look at these guys. Very cool stuff. I'm actually really excited about this wave in that they're multi-era. They can range from the Clone Wars era or the fall of the Jedi all the way into 3 different eras through the rise of the Empire all the way to the Age of Rebellion. So very cool stuff, and we can work. I think this is probably one of the best value packs that they've done. You're getting 2 different supports, and 3 different eras that they can go into. Very, very cool stuff. It will feel most complete, however, if you do combine it with the Obi-Wan and Vader from the You Cannot Run pack, and then it will really, really round out this pack. But on its own, very cool. Works with a lot of different stuff, but works best possibly with more Inquisitors. So looking forward to seeing what they do next. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section and join our Discord. Love to have you in there. I will talk to you guys later. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing and help make this channel possible. Thank you for your continued support. I will talk to you later. May the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. The spice must flow. So say we all. And cowabunga.